So today I am somewhere called Near Meadows. It's a really windy day here, so I'm trying to be somewhere where we're not going to get disturbed by the wind. So I just thought I'd just bring you here. This is just on a little bridge in the meadows. But rather than walking, because it is so windy, we might just sort of stay here for a little while and just see what's around. Let me bring you over here. Let's slowly go over this way. We can see what's in the pond there, if there is anything in there. And hopefully you can hear the birds singing as well in the background. So anyway, yesterday we were talking about cleansing, and I mentioned about charging your crystals. And you may have seen on Facebook, on social media, or people saying, "Oh, it's a full moon, let's put the crystals out and charge them," or "It's a lovely sunny day, put your crystals outside to charge them up." But what does that actually mean, and why do we need to do it, if we need to do it at all? A crystal is actually a structure that's, I'll go into crystal structure and how a crystal works anyway another day, but from the structure of the crystal, it has an ability to hold a charge, and to hold that charge or that frequency at a certain vibration for a long period of time. It's got a strong, steady frequency. Now, everything is energy in this world. We're energy, and everything is moving or vibrating at a frequency. So there are things around us that we can't see because the frequency is vibrating at a different rate. So we're unable to see that. So say, for instance, you can't see ultraviolet, well, you can see ultraviolet, but gamma rays and things like that, but they do exist. So that's a similar thing. So it's a steady frequency that the crystal gives out. Hence, that's why crystals are very good for healing, because our systems go out of whack really, really easily. I mean, you can walk into a room and people can be really miserable, and you can feel on top of the world though, but after a few minutes you begin to feel a little bit more down as well. You've entrained into their frequency, because their frequency is stronger. The collective there is stronger than your own, so you're automatically adapting to that. Now I think there's some people going to be walking here, so we might have to move in a little bit anyway. So are they coming this way? Hopefully not. Here the wind's picking up anyway, so it might be that we have to continue this at home. So anyway, the frequency of so there's just a butterfly right in front of the camera there. So I'm not in a very good spot here because lots of people are walking around, so I'm going to move here and hope that you can still see me or hear me anyway. So okay, so we've discovered or decided that a crystal has a very static frequency. If we get entrained really easily, so from people being around us, emotions, our heart, our organs, different organs have a different frequency, a different vibration to them. So they can, as I say, go out of whack really easily, because it's not just one frequency we have lots of them. Hence, that's why the crystal with its steady frequency, and that the healing quality of the crystal depends on lots of things. It's the mineral content, it's the colour of the crystal, the shape of the crystal, the size of the crystal. So there's lots of things to it. But the main thing is that the crystal holds that frequency for a long time. So say if we've got heartache, you've just split up with somebody or something, and your heart is feeling, it hurts. You can actually place something like rose quartz on the heart, because it has the frequency that is mostly linked with our heart's natural frequency. So if we put that on us, it will bring us back to that frequency, because the crystal holds that frequency really, really steady. Ours is going up and down all the time. It's stronger than us, so it's like us going into that room full of people. So therefore, when we have that bias, we entrain to the crystal. We get the crystal's frequency, or the frequency changing our frequency in line with it. But if we use a crystal a lot, or somebody's got lots and lots of heartache, so it's almost like, where's the crystal out? It can actually change the crystal's frequency. Because even though the crystal's got a static frequency, it can still change. It can get, as I say, worn out. So the reason we charge crystals is that we bring it back to its natural state. So it's called the dominant oscillatory rate, the rate at which it vibrates. So that's the reason for charging your crystals. It's to bring the crystal back to its natural form, its natural frequency. So therefore it's almost put back to factory settings and you can use it again. So there are many ways of charging your crystals, and it does make a difference. I've done experiments with crystals where I've used them on people, not cleaned them afterwards, and I've got others that I haven't used on people. I've sprayed one lot and not the other with our Crystal Balance Recharge Spray, and if you're interested in purchasing the Crystal Balance Recharge Spray, there'll be a link in under here for you. But our sprays are really easy to use. Oh, sensitive wildlife area, it says there. Strange way of describing it. So, yes, so ways of charging crystals. Well, as I said, yes, you can put them in the moonlight, because the moon, for some reason, can actually bring the resonant frequency back. But there are certain crystals that like the moonlight more than others. No prizes for guessing that moonstone is one of them. So it's normally the sort of white crystals prefer the moonlight. You can place them in the sun, in the sunshine, but do be aware some crystals, especially quartz crystals, will fade in the sun. So if you put your rose quartz in the window ledge for a few months and the sun's out, you'll find it fades and it goes a horrible, yucky, sort of browny, yellowy, well, not a very nice colour, you can tell from my voice anyway. So be aware of that. So any quartz crystal will fade, especially amethyst. But I found that rose quartz is the worst one for doing that anyway. So you can put them in the sun, you can put them in the moonlight. Some people say you can charge them by putting them on other crystals. You can put them on selenite. Now selenite has the qualities of enhancing and magnifying any other crystal or any other function that you're doing with it. So it's a good magnification. So some people say you can put it on amethyst. Amethyst is known to have the violet flame quality to it, which transmutes things. Okay, I've never found that works as well as, say, using the moonlight or sunlight or the sprays. It doesn't have to be our Crystal Balance spray. I'm sure there are others that do cleansing and recharging sprays anyway. But as I work a lot with crystals and with Judy Hall, who she's author of all the Crystal Bibles, she actually asked me to make the Crystal Cleanser and Crystal Balance sprays, and they are some of our best sellers. So I don't know why I'm showing you just brambles here. I'm going to try and go around here, because when I was walking here on the way, there were some little ducklings, but I don't know if it's a fishing lake here, so it could be that it's very, very busy. And I've got to go down the slope here. So if the camera goes, it means I've fallen over. So let's try and keep it steady for you. There we go. So yes, so it's a lot windier here. That's why I didn't come around this way. So, recharging crystals. I say crystal balance, crystal cleanser. It's good when we do healings, which I do every day for people. We always use, if we're using crystals, we'll always use crystal cleanser spray first of all. And in fact, it doesn't just have to be for crystals. Crystal cleanser can cleanse yourself because we are a crystalline structure as well. And it can also cleanse spaces. So we use it for our space clearing too. And also if you're ever treating anybody, even if it is at a distance, which we're doing at the moment, you still need to cleanse the room that you're doing the treatment in, whether the person is there physically or not. So crystal cleanser is an ideal, fast, effective thing. You just spray it in the air. And then crystal recharge. So ideal if you're using crystals on people, as I say, even if it's distance healing, you're still putting the crystals on the etheric part of the person, so on their energy body, even if they're not there physically. So you can just spray the crystals, put them on them, take them off, spray them again with the cleanser, and then you can spray recharge on them. Now, the ducklings were down here, but I can't see them. Right, and see some ducks. No ducklings there. Let's just walk around here and see if they are around here. So I hope that sort of answered your question about recharging crystals. I feel it is worth doing because as I say, I did an experiment with that and you could see the difference, you could tell the difference. And always, if you are going, if you're getting any online, I was going to say going to the shops, but that's not sort of probably relevant at the moment. But if you are going online and purchasing crystals, and we do actually sell crystals, but we tend to put them on the Facebook page. Again, I'll put a link down to, well, the link's on the banner for Facebook page. On our Facebook page, we just, we showcase, I would say, crystals, and most of them are for sale. So if you see any on there you like the look of, just message me and I can let you know more about them anyway. But as I was saying, any crystals that you buy, please cleanse them before you use them, because you don't know who's picked them up before. And as I say, people entrain well to crystals, so the crystal can take or work with that person's energy to change it. So therefore, it's like having dust on things. You know, you leave something there, you'll get dust on it. If people are picking things up, you're getting, instead of germs on it, you're getting their energy imprint on there. Plus also germs nowadays. So it is definitely worth spraying with energy sprays. Somebody asked me the other day, how do we disinfect our crystals if someone else has been touching them before, or somebody's sent them to you and you're not really sure about that? That we will talk about tomorrow. Anyway, any comments, any questions at all, please place below, and I'll see if I can turn you round. I just want to show you the duck. He's been fast asleep all this time. I'm just going to very gently pop you back. There we go. The sun's come out now and the wind's dropped. It's typical, isn't it? Okay, so I'm flipping it over here. So stay safe, stay well, see you tomorrow.